I'm gonna stare at him. Apparently I stared passionately. I'm gonna brag. I'm actually a prince of the underworld studying abroad in the human world. They really like that. I'm gonna dance. Dance crazy. They didn't like that. Taunt. They like that and didn't like it. Alright, not getting anything on the eager here. Condescend them. They didn't like that. I mean, who would? Some of them do, though. You never know. Like, it's like so random what a demon will like. Alright, they like that. Bribe them. Land? Stocks? Name it and it's yours. A demon's greed is he horrible, ho. So give me more. You may have it. Really, how generous of you, he ho. Looks like we got happy and eager. You're awesome, Hio. I'm feeling generous today. I'll listen to whatever you have to say. I want my spell cards. This is extra. You used a life stone. Nanjo is healed. My spell card's all yours. Nice. So we got both the jacks. That's good stuff. I have accomplished my goal. Yeah, my one complaint about like negotiation with demons, not even just in this game, like in pretty much all of the games that I've played, like it's not that it's completely random. There are like correct choices based on like the demon personalities or whatever, right? But like it doesn't follow much logical sense. So unless you have a guide or you've written it down and memorized it, you're basically just guessing, you know? And I really wish that there was more of like a system to it, that like I could intelligently pick the right one without just like trial and error. But I guess that's just what it is. I guess it works kind of like hunting for a weakness, right? Angry Sepik employee. Who the hell changed everything around? Why is there a storage room here? And what's with the weird toys? If I ever get my hands on this clown. Let's hurry and find Kandori. Dude, Kandori is so not the final boss of this game that they're making him out to be. What's a kid from our school doing here? Wait, don't answer that. Looks like these people are victims too. Seems Sepik's rank and file know next to nothing. A kid in a uniform like you passed by earlier. I can't believe something like this happened on the day of your field trip. Must be tough for you kids. Field trip? Who could that have been? Right, black shoes. Might be some more equipment there. Raven feather. Dis-sick. All the condition fixers or dis whatever. Dis-sick. Desiccify. Delta Storm is a bow. Okay. And shot shells for her Glock. Sure. A plasma sword. When did I get a plasma sword? Was that a drop from one of the fights? I'm not going to argue with it. It sounds awesome. Makes me want to do some more physical attacks. Have we already gone? I mean, it's already lit up, so I assume we already gone this way. Maybe we just need to head to the next floor. Nice. Nani? Oh, look at that XP. Beautiful. We're about to level again. Yeah, it was a dead end. Now, let's just do auto weapon attacks. Oh wow, even with, if she's not using rapid fire, if she uses her bow, she hits like an AoE. Look at that. That's awesome. She kind of sprays with the bow. Did we get more XP than normal from them for hitting their weakness? I'm not sure. Seems like we might have. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with the moon phases. There's definitely something to it, but I have no idea what that something is. I'm sure it affects like status effects or our attacks or something. Our crit chance, our drop rate, I don't know. It does something. It's up there. The game hasn't really explained it. At least not that I've noticed. Did our bow just put a status effect on him? Fuller moon, crazier enemies. And that would track with Persona 3. I know this isn't the only Shin Megami Tensei game with the phases of the moon. Like, didn't Digital Devil Saga have the phases of the moon too? I haven't played enough of them yet to know, but I'm pretty sure that's a common thing in Shin Megami Tensei games. They have the moon phase effect stuff. Alright, so we got a set of stairs here. But I could have gone somewhere else on this floor too. This goes back down, which confirms my theory that we were going to get to the top and then come back down a different path. I bet you we're actually going to the basement, but we have to go all the way to the 5th floor and then work our way back down, not using the elevator to get to the basement, probably. Because that door on the 1st floor was locked or broken or whatever. Man, rapid fire is awesome. I'm a little worried that you're right about Maki being like something being wrong with her and we're gonna lose her, because she's actually really awesome with that stand in the back and rapid fire the entire enemy group. She gets so many attacks with that, and I'm wondering if maybe she's a little bit OP because we're not gonna keep her, you know, like one of those like temporary OP characters or something. I mean, she's not really to the level of being overpowered, but she's definitely strong. And the fact that she has an AoE ability that like concentrates down as they run out of enemies is pretty awesome. Full moon is demon enemies and other phases seem to be mafia guys? Really? We should try and keep an eye on that, see if you're right. That could be. You think maybe the demon enemies are the mafia guys, but during the full moon they go all demon form? I don't know. Alright, so we're at 3/8 moon, we're fighting mafia guys. Ooh, rank 7. Makakaja. Sweet. Yeah, I think that it looks like all personas maybe max out at rank 8. Wonder if you get something for maxing it out, you know? Like, does having a max rank persona do something for you in the Velvet Room, maybe? I really want to get to the Velvet Room. Like, I feel like a persona game where you can't get into the Velvet Room is like... hasn't really started. I know this is the first one, right? I don't know how long this game is either. Yeah, maybe it's got some length to it and I'm just still in the opening area. This is only the second day of us playing it. What are these enemies? Hanya. Hanya. I don't know anything about them yet. No, they're not too tough. They give good XP though. This is, I mean, we're really just running through these levels pretty quickly here. 1/8 and some more enemies, more demon enemies. Yeah. Well, 1/8 is really close to a full moon, right? Or is it really close to a new moon actually? Yeah, I don't know. It might affect like fusion and stuff too, right? I would say the fact that it shows it all the time, it has to affect combat. I mean, maybe like encounter rates are affected, but it maybe affects encounter rates too. Maybe it affects drop chances, crit rates. I mean, there's so many things it could affect, and it's hard to tell. All right. We've got to get this town back to normal. With me on the job, Kandori's got no future. Dude, he's so focused on taking down Kandori. We just got to do something about Kandori and this town should go back to normal. They just say the same thing, man. There's no time to waste. Yep. Well, you know what? We're not wasting it. We're getting a freaking... Wow. Mossberg. And a titanium guard. Nice. Alright. The titanium guard on us. Sure. I love how the this guy's carrying around the AK-47 and a plasma sword now. Alright, gonna give him the shotgun. So I've got the shot shells and a submachine gun, and he has the M500 and 9mm rounds. Okay. He has an AK-47 with shotgun shells, and it looks like a scope on it, judging by the... It's just like the rifle picture, I guess. Full moon equals angry demons? Maybe. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, we're gonna have to change off the Garu, because last time we made this fight go so much longer because I kept healing these guys. Whoa! Alright, so they almost killed him and they stoned him. They're too spread out for these and they absorb our Garu. So let's have the main character. You have this stone, yep. Let's have you rapid fire them. Someone else had Dia, didn't they? No, she's the only one with Dia. Alright, you gotta heal. SP cost is 7 for his. Have they all gone up to 7? I haven't been paying attention lately. They absorb wind. They're weak to fire, ice, and earth. Okay. Well, Mazan should be fine. Alright, no longer stoned and healed. He might be the other person that had Dia, actually. This one's still 4. Makakaja raises magic. This ones are still 4. But Brown's ones cost 7. So he has like a higher level persona or something. Or like a higher tier persona maybe? I don't know. Everyone else's persona abilities all cost 4. His cost 7. Okay, you looked it up. It makes it easier to negotiate with demons in the new moon, and it's harder during full moon. Okay. So it's for negotiation. I didn't even consider that. That makes sense. Alright, we got one more path to take there. And it looks like there's another set of stairs for the middle. So we might need to, like, go down to the 4th floor and back up to the 5th again. To finish exploring this floor. Alright, we want to do Magaru Rapid Fire. Let's try Charm. Candy voice. Heavy axe damage. And Mazan. Nice crit. They're probably going to break the charm before they do anything, but still funny. Oh, man. He hits it hard by these guys. The charm's staying on him, so hitting them doesn't break charm. That's interesting. Oh, dang. Almost took him down. That XP, though. We're up to 50 agility. Hey, Canamitis. Welcome back to the stream. We are cruising through this game tonight. Still trying to get to the Velvet Room. I feel like this is probably like the biggest dungeon so far, both in terms of size and also in terms of like what it might mean story wise. Did I go all the way down there and not find something? Why is there nothing on the map down there? There was a room down there, wasn't there? Why is it not on the map anymore? That's weird. Also, you can see another room in the center there. There's a set of stairs and a room in the center, so we're going to have to come back up to this floor via a staircase at some point. Oh, that was the stairs, wasn't it? That's the way down to the 4th floor. That's what's over there. That's where we're headed. Rank 7. Magri? I said I'm angry. It's Magri. Cool. And they give good XP. Oh yeah, so we got multiple sets of stairs. There's another set going up over there, and then there's a set going down, like right beside us. What do we have here? The Velvet Room! Finally! Of all the places to go to the Velvet Room first, it's in the middle of a dungeon. Bizarre looking man. My name is Igor. I'm delighted to make your acquaintance. Look at like the red like veins on his eyes, man. It's like he is looking at you. This place exists between dream and reality, mind and matter. He says the same thing like in every game. It's been quite some time since we last had a guest. This is a room that only those bound by a contract may enter. We didn't actually sign a contract in this game, did we? From this day forth, you will be our guest in this velvet room. Your destiny will require you to hone your power. And for that, you will inevitably require our help. The Velvet Room is also known as the Room of Personas. Persona is a side of you that shows itself when you face the world. Think of it as a facade of protection you wear to face hardships in life. Perhaps that may have been rather difficult to understand. To battle opponents that cannot be dealt with by human strength alone. We in this room will lend you inhuman power, the power of demons. Now then, allow me to explain my role here. I will assist you in giving birth to new personas. The demons contained within the spell cards you hold will be fused as one, thereby creating a new persona. Should you find yourselves with these cards, please do bring them here. What is it you desire? Alright, so like, instead of like Elizabeth or Margaret or anything, like we've got some demon lady singing over there. Is she the one singing like the song that we hear all the time in the Velvet Room? And we got like a dude, like a blind guy. It's like a strap around his eyes, playing the piano. But he doesn't have like an assistant this time. He's just got like a music crew. So take on persona. Is this if I just want to use one of the cards? All stocked personas? Okay, so that's how... Oh my god. Alright, so I can make personas and then pull them into a character. See, like, I got these ones that are maxed rank now. These three are all rank 7, which I think max is 8. So these are all about the max. Okay, the one that cost... So these guys, all their abilities cost 4. But his persona is actually level 8, so it's higher level than all the rest of them, and his abilities cost 7, which is interesting. I don't know if it's because of the level or because Nimhain is just somehow a more powerful persona. But these two are maxed rank, so is there something I should do with them? Like, should I trade them out for something? Talk. Oh, here we go. Okay. Answers to my questions, hopefully. Oh, we got some stuff in chat here. This is just watching some students kill Mafia guys with dangerous weapons. Yep. Igor, although helpful, seems like the genuine bad guy. Why do you think he's a bad guy? He's always helping you. Isn't he a god or something? Yeah, it's never really told what Igor is. He certainly facilitates your interactions with the gods. I would say he's probably a god too, in some sort of fashion. Or a demon. Alright, so let's learn some stuff. Personas are the powers taken from demons that will be your strength. Each of you can take on as many as 3 personas at once. Of the 3, only one can be actively invoked during battle. To invoke a persona is to summon it in combat. The other 2 will remain sleeping within you on standby. Personas on standby are ready to be assumed at any time during battle. You could say that understanding your persona's power is key to survival. Each character can have 3 in this game. To take on a persona is to prepare one in this room to be assumed in battle. Those personas you have taken on can be actively assumed elsewhere. However, you cannot take on personas higher than your user's persona level. Personas are similar to demons in that way. Push yourself too hard with a low persona level and your mind can be taken over. Various assumed personas grant various abilities. Without the power of persona, you are no different than an ordinary human. You will be powerless before the arcane might of the demon's spells. If by chance you were hit by a spell in that state, you would be struck down. By taking on a persona, your defense against spells is considerably enhanced. For some, it may also confer strength or an increase in luck for others. This too is the power of persona. Though they are called personas, each is a hidden side of yourself. I suggest you examine your status carefully after assuming one. That way you can see which of your qualities have changed. He's talking about our stats, right? Alright, persona orders. Personas are distinguished by order too. You will find that you are incompatible with some orders of persona. A persona's order will affect you particularly in battle. Take care not to collect too many of the same order of persona. So order is like the arcana, maybe? At first, you will be unable to harness your persona's powers to the fullest. But each time you invoke a persona, its rank will slowly increase. Yeah, we've seen that. So using their skills makes them rank up. In other words, you could say that they will grow. When that growth reaches a certain level, you will have more options in battle. Even if your persona learns a powerful skill, the SP required remains constant. Every persona will grow 7 times. Okay, so 8 is the max for all of them. Personas that seem weak at first may eventually display surprising strength. You will grow in combat, but do not forget what your personas grow as well. Alright. Affinity. There's a sort of affinity between humans and personas. Not only does this affect whether you may take on a persona, it also determines whether or not that persona's potential may be invoked. I would recommend choosing personas that you have high affinity with. So, interesting. So we're going to have different affinities with different personas, so some personas we're not really going to be able to use on certain characters, I guess. Spell cards are necessary to create new personas. You will not gain strength only by defeating the demons. At times you must negotiate with them and make them eager to know you. If you succeed, the demons may give you a spell card. By fusing demons summoned with the cards, you can create new personas. So, I have a Jack Frost card, for instance. Does that mean I can't get Jack Frost? I have to fuse it with something else to make a persona, and then I get that? Can I make a Jack Frost persona? Well, we'll see what we get. Gather as many spell cards as you can and create even stronger personas. Phases of the moon. Here we go. So all this information is finally being dropped on us. All these questions we've been having. The moon waxes and wanes from full to half, crescent to new. Many things are affected by the phases of the moon. Near full moons, demons are easily excited and affect your encounters. In addition, the moon's phase may also have an effect on persona creation. Even the items sold in stores seem to change according to the phases of the moon. Interesting. So it affects a couple things. Items and fusion. Spell cards are not the only component one may use when creating personas. It is also possible to use various items in the fusion. Mind you, not all items fused with a persona will enhance its abilities, but many things such as weapons, guns, stones, and gems will trigger changes. Gems are particularly useful in fusing higher or lower personas within an order. Interesting. I'm saying order, I'm thinking arcana. I don't know if that's the same thing. Totems in fusion. Some items, known as totems, have strong associations with certain entities. By including a totem during fusion, it is possible to create a specific persona. Very powerful personas that can only be attained here. In order to create the strongest personas, totems are absolutely vital. My role is to assist you in giving birth to new personas. If you'd allow me to use your spell cards to summon these demons, I'll fuse them together, and thereby giving you a life to a new persona. Usually, fusion results in personas of a higher level than their component cards, but you cannot create personas over 10 levels higher than yours. You can go higher than your own level? Such personas would refuse to obey you and be very dangerous. If you also cannot create a persona that we are already looking after. Now, I regret to say that this spell cards used as fusion materials will be lost. Using multiple cards in a fusion will leave you with fewer spell cards. What you gain and what you sacrifice is best to consider this carefully. There are several types of fusion. To begin with, let us consider guided fusion. This will display the personas that can be made using the spell cards you hold. After this, the spell cards that will be used are displayed. If there are multiple recipes, choose a desired recipe from the list. Guided fusion makes it easy to create the personas you seek, but it will be difficult to grasp the status fluctuations and fusion accidents. There is also manual fusion, which allows you to play more of a role. In this type, you select 2 spell cards that you would like to fuse together. You may then see cross-order affinity status changes, type fluctuations, and alas, the likelihood of fusion accidents. It is somewhat daunting, but also more flexible once you are accustomed to it. You may find something of a pattern to the card's order that affects the result. Then again, there seem to be some which do not fit the pattern. Perhaps you should experiment with a different method of your own.